So AI age verification just had its biggest failure yet, which could have resulted in a child getting hurt and a criminal being on the loose. Yes, I'm serious. So there's an Israeli government official named Tom Alexandrovich, who is 38, who had a $10,000 bail at the Henderson Detention Center on August 7th and left the country. In October, a grand jury voted to indict him on a charge of luring children and mentally ill people with the intent to engage in sexual conduct. On Wednesday, August 6th, he allegedly chatted with the FBI decoy posing as a 15-year-old girl about meeting for sexual contact. So it all started on an app called Pure, which is an app that's supposed to be the best dating app, and it requires people on the app to be 18 and older. And how do they enforce this? With, of course, age verification. Yep, they do have age verification, where at first you send in a selfie, which goes through an in-app AI scan to determine whether you're 18 or not. And then if they determine that you are under 18, they will require more information, like a government issued ID. And obviously, if you're 18 or older in your ID, then you're allowed to use the app. Well, as you'll see over here soon, the FBI decoy essentially revealed that the AI age verification on the app didn't actually work. Here's a little video preview of what happened. This is a big case with a lot of details. I'm surprised more people aren't talking about this.
Put the car in park. Let me see your hands. Put them on the steering wheel. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Over here. Hands behind your back.
Well, that is an Israeli government official as police arrest him as part of a sex sting. That official was in town for a cybersecurity conference, now facing a sex-related charge.
So prosecutors say he drove to a park to meet a 15-year-old girl. And
videos and evidence the 80s Now investigators obtained show what was said in those chats before police detained him and he left the country.
Get out of the car. Over here. Hands behind your back.
This is the moment Henderson police took 38-year-old Tom Alexandrovich into custody. Alexandrovich, an Israeli government official, accused of meeting a young girl for sex.
You want to grab the cell phone in a minute?
Police say Alexandrovich was in town for a cybersecurity conference. Prosecutors say he drove from his hotel all the way to a park in Henderson to meet that girl, who was really an FBI agent working undercover as part of a sex sting.
You're going to the station, so you have to put your handcuffs.
Police say Alexandrovich met the decoy on a dating app, the conversation then moving over to WhatsApp. Grand jury transcripts revealing in that conversation, the undercover agent told Alexandrovich she was, quote, only 15, and that she's, quote, too young to get into most places. The decoy later asking Alexandrovich to, quote, bring condoms. With the agreement, they meet at the park.
He posted that bond before any judge.
Alexandrovich's attorneys telling a judge during a hearing in September that the app where the conversation began actually requires users be over 18. Transcripts also revealing Alexandrovich felt, quote, pushed when condoms came into the conversation.
Now, hours after his arrest, Alexandrovich posted $10,000 bail, never saw a judge, and left the country. We first reported a grand jury later indicted him on that charge of luring a child for sexual conduct. Alexandrovich's attorneys say he maintains his innocence and intends to contest those grand jury findings we just showed you. A judge is allowing him to appear remotely at his next court appearance that's scheduled for later this month.
So through the conversations that they obtained, it's pretty obvious that Tom knew that the FBI decoy was 15, or at least claimed to be 15, right? So Tom should be put in an erupting volcano. He's an absolute piece of shit, right? However, his lawyers are likely going to be able to get him out of this because of the failure of Pure's ability to do actual AI age verification. So if you guys saw in the conversation, first and foremost, the lady actually sent a photo and he actually did believe that she was 15. I mean, so she must have looked young enough. You know, sometimes adults look young enough to be 15, right? So that means that it should have been the Pure app's job to do proper AI age verification, right? Obviously, in this case, it worked out for the best because it wasn't an actual 15-year-old. But what if this girl was actually 15? The problem is the Pure app didn't actually do the proper AI age verification according to the FBI decoy. Wait till you guys see this shit. So basically, in newly filed documents contesting the grand jury's process, his attorneys basically questioned the legality of the hearing. They said that the Pure application requires users to verify that they are over the age of 18. And in the FBI decoy's grand jury testimony, the agent said she did not remember if she uploaded identification to the app. Literally, she didn't even remember, right? So there's a few things that could be happening here. One, she either signed up for the app like 10 years ago, and obviously she's not going to remember if she did it. 2, she has the memory of Dory from Finding Nemo, so maybe she just has like the worst memory of all time. Or 3, the Pure app didn't even do a proper AI age verification. They didn't even request a selfie from her. They didn't request a government ID. So remember, she is an FBI decoy pretending to be 15, and she was walking into the jaws of an actual predator. This guy's a piece of shit. Like, it was pretty obvious through the conversation history that he was perfectly aware that she was allegedly 15. You know what I mean? So he was willing to still do whatever. So he's a piece of shit. He needs to be, like I said, put into an erupting volcano. But my point is, and this is where AI age verification clearly failed, is what if she was actually 15? Somehow she was still able to use the app even though she doesn't even remember uploading any identification to the app. What if she actually was 15? She went to go meet this guy and then he ended up hurting her. So despite the fact that the app has AI age verification, it didn't even work properly. Like I said, the only other situations that could be happening here is that the lady just has terrible memory and that she actually did end up providing some sort of identification. She just doesn't remember. Or she's lying for some reason, which, you know, again, doesn't make sense on why she would. So it really just seems like a failure on the app itself. It seems like a failure on AI age verification. And there on their website, it literally says that the app is for adults only. So you know what can happen here? I mean, okay, so first of all, we already know that this dude is a predator. In this text conversation here, she made it abundantly clear that she's 15, she's underage, she can't do anything, she can't go anywhere because she's too young. So he is a piece of shit, but he might actually be able to get out of jail because his lawyers could make the argument of, listen, Pure is supposed to be an app for 18 and older people. Your app didn't do the proper verification of this person's age, and my client just assumed that she was 18, you know, because of the whole AI age verification thing, age verification process. You know what I mean? So because AI age verification failed in this situation, this piece of shit, this freak, could walk free among us. So that's one outcome that hopefully I'm wrong about. Hopefully that doesn't happen. And hopefully they're like, you know what, buddy, fuck you. You obviously knew that she was 15. Put your ass in jail, right? Or it could have been an actual 15-year-old, like I said earlier, and this piece of shit could have really hurt her. So yeah, I'm really frustrated with AI age verification at this point because we already know the drill. You guys leave it in the comment section of every video. You'll probably leave it here too. They always say, oh, it's for the kids. It's for the kids. That's why we're doing this. That's why we made these laws, right? Well, in this situation, the kid could have really gotten hurt. They didn't do the proper age verification. And you know what they should be doing instead of requesting a selfie and government ID, which obviously doesn't even work in this situation? When somebody says in a fucking conversation in an app that is made for adults that they are 15, she literally says word for word, I am 15. Right over here, she says it. Oh, I'm only 15, can't be having a baby. That should be sending some sort of fucking notification to the Pure app people, you know, the people who are running the app, and they should immediately start monitoring that conversation. If the person in question that she's speaking to still wants to meet up and have this conversation, report this guy to the fucking police. Put this guy in jail. Put him in fucking jail. You have the chat logs of him trying to chat with a 15-year-old. Like, come on. Like, it should be on the app to not, oh, we need a selfie and government ID. Dude, all they want to do is collect information with that. If they really cared about protecting kids, the second somebody says that they are a literal child, step into that conversation, start monitoring it, and then if this asshole keeps saying, yeah, you know what, let's go ahead and meet up, then put his ass in jail. Like, I don't get it, man. Like, these apps don't really care about protecting kids. They just want to go and push this AI age verification bullshit. And then in a situation where it actually would have been helpful right over here, it didn't even work, right? So obviously we're thankful in this specific situation that this was an FBI decoy. So no kid was at risk of getting hurt, but hopefully you guys understand the point I'm trying to make. AI age verification really failed big time in this situation. So hopefully government stopping this bullshit of, oh, we're just trying to protect the kids, and try to take other measures of monitoring conversations like that. Dude, you guys say that this is an app for people who are 18 and older. So the second somebody says that they are a child, that is your sign for the developers of the app, for the employees of the app to step in and try to protect this potential child from getting hurt. But instead, nope, cool, whatever. We did our age verification process, but you didn't. The person that is in question, the girl, she literally stated, yeah, I don't even remember providing the identification. It's just a really weird and messy situation. So hopefully this guy's lawyers aren't able to weasel him out of this. Hopefully this guy goes to fucking jail. I'm so sick and tired of seeing fucking predators everywhere, man. They're in our government too. We still can't release the Epstein files despite everything that's happening, man. Release those fucking files. But yeah, anyways, hopefully I don't get banned for everything I said today. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the situation in the comments. AI age verification just failed big time. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more.